Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon in America. How's everyone doing? Let's see. Is there a volume button on chat? Okay. Voice. Volume button. It's not. Well, hello. Hello. If you are watching, come on and say hi. If not, that's okay. I haven't streamed in about a week. Sorry about that. I've been sick. Again, allergies as a result of the weather changing.
The legend.
Let's see. The man, the myth, the legend. Hello, Caleb. How are you? It is good to see you. Wonder why my chat's not working on my OBS. I heard that, but I didn't. This over here. I heard that, but I didn't see it on my chat. There it is. Okay, well, popped up, but it's not popping up down here. Down here, it should be popping up down here, but it ain't. Well, anyway, hello. How are ya? It's 6 a.m. and I've been sick the past week as a result of the weather. I am very tired. Still trying to get back into the swing of things, and I thought, you know what? I can get back to doing viable. Get back to drawing. There's the chat. Yes, I am.
Doing, fella? Feeling any better?
I'm feeling a little better. I think the music here might be a little too loud. How is the music right now? Is it too loud? Can you hear me okay? But yeah, I'm feeling better. I wasn't very sick. Like, it wasn't like the 104 degrees that I had last time. It was only like 101, 100. It's a much lower fever, but I was still like bedridden. So my body is just tired, you know? But yeah, so I didn't get much done last week. I was mostly in bed, so let's see if I should turn down the volume on this. Let's do it like right here.
It all sounds good to me. Poor fella. Glad you're better-ish now. Lol.
Why, thank you. Can you hear your chat okay? Maybe? You know? Because whenever I look to the VODs, the voice itself seems a little quiet, and I don't really know how to raise it. So, also, I got a bug bite on my pinky. It's right here. It itches. I go little boo boo. Let me see. Hold on. See if I can up the volume. I guess not. Oh well. But yeah. Let's get what we're in here for. And thanks for hopping in, Caleb. It's good to see you. I'm not sure if Hana is going to be here, or if Imagine Rejector or Crazy Cat, but they'll probably figure out, oh, Josh is back, and start watching throughout the week. So, yummy. All right, let's get to my Krita. Open that up. Let me see if I can get the writing stream up, so that way you can see the. There we go. And then. Woo! Okay, let me. So I do have. I was trying to make. I don't know why I was looking at. Oh, William. William wanted me to make a profile for his character, for his VR avatar. So I did that a little bit while I was sick. So here is that. If I can switch to VTuber. Really wanted to do VTubing. That was my first attempt. Cute little guy, cute little Will. He wanted a mixture of Hiro and himself. Yep. So there's that. First
the
little
VTuber
chibi.
thing, tears of joy.
Little chibi. Also did this one. So I tried doing the same thing, just a little less chibi. And I gave him a hoodie. Looks pretty dope, I think. Really cool. Dope in a good way.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I love the angry look, tears of joy.
He said he really wanted the mouth to like be the little frowny like this. So, and also I added bags under his eyes, and so I was trying to do that and keeping it like close to Aizawa from My Hero Academia. I don't know if it's still there. Yeah, so I just looked up Aizawa. Let's see. Open image. Yeah. So these bags under here. Let's see. I tried to replicate the tired look without the little eyes. What's it called when your eyes are red? Yeah. So without the veins, I guess. Yes. Try to replicate that. So I did that while I was sick. It's looking pretty good.
That's awesome, man.
I love the hoodie.
I'm loving the look
in the body. So I made sort of I guess the little chibi one is like Earthbound size, you know, where the head is super huge. And this is more like Pokemon size, where it's like a Pokemon trainer. And I also want to make one that's more, I guess, Fire Emblem size for him. So, yes. I think they were maybe a little too cutesy for Will, what he was looking for. So, gonna have to do that later. But today, we're gonna work on Hana. This is the last. This is what I got finished last week before I went on my little hiatus. And unfortunately, this is also going to be a last week before my Golden Week break, and I'm going to Osaka, so I won't be here to draw some more. So I'm gonna look at some references here. But yes, for Hana, we're doing a policewoman. So that's what she is. Man, oh man, it's been a weird week. You're gonna have to reset whenever you're sick like that. Where's the?
Nice. Let's do it. And all that's fine. Enjoy Osaka.
Oh shucks, thank you. I want to be consistent with streaming. I really like it. I really like it, and I've noticed. I don't know. I think the quality of stream that I do. Maybe I just watch too many YouTubers who have really good editors who are able to edit their streams down into very concise and very funny VODs. But whenever I watch myself, which I do, and I enjoy doing, because I am what's it called? I'm a very humble person, of course. I'm the most humble person in the world. Whenever I do that, what am I thinking? I notice that I'm quieter and I'm very tired in the streams. Of course, it is 6 a.m. when I do stream, but I really want it to be very interactive and engaging in my streams, but it's really more of a chill hangout sesh, which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. I would like to make VODs of my own, so that way I can get my YouTube video on demand, VODs. I would like to make those of my own, so that way my YouTube viewers could get up and I can monetize my content. But to do that, I would also need to make content rather than just me drawing. So I'm trying to get more into the talking while streaming. Get more into being the funny fella that I am. So my right now my there we go. My drawing tablet was working. It's just that it was on the wrong screen. So there we go. Okay. So I think last time I was working on the yes. So I noticed with how I draw, it's pretty strange because I like to make things messy and then clean it up. You know? I like to clean up the outlines and everything after the fact. It might not be strange, but like, I think that comes from, I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, and when I drew, I drew on my bed, and so I was like laying down in bed while I was drawing. I had the upper arm strength back then to do that, which I don't really have now. But you know, like I'm doing here, I would try to get my lines to look nice by erasing it and then drawing on top of it and erasing it again. And then my paper would rip because I'm in bed drawing, right? And since I'm not in bed drawing right now, but that's just kind of how I do my line work. I spend like a long time trying to get the lines to look perfect. Hey, what's up, Rayhana? It's good to see you. Sorry, it's been a week. I've been sick. Again, because of the weather. I was under the weather, as they say. Oh, it's good to be back. I miss drinking the milk's tea. Yeah, so I was sick for a couple weeks. I even set up the stream, and it's been like, this specific stream has been set up for like a week. Or 2. I think it was actually 2 weeks. And I just kept pushing it back. Because like, I've been mindful of it. I've been like, oh, I'm about to stream, but I wake up and it's like, you know, one time I woke up, it was like 1 p.m. I slept for like 15 hours. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's okay. Glad you're better now.
Oh, thank you, Rihanna. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you're always able to make it. You guys, shucks.
Hey Rehana, it's good to see y'all both grin.
Yeah, I love hanging out with y'all. What kind of hair should I do for? Okay. What they do here? Okay. I gave her a ponytail. But yes, I would always try. I was very much a perfectionist whenever I was a kid. And so all my drawings, it took a while for me to even get to a stage where I wanted to make things rough. Because I would always erase my rough sketches to try to make the lines look perfect. And so instead of drawing on top of it and inking it like how most people do, I erased everything and went from there, which is a bit strange, I mean, not strange, it's just different, I guess. I think the neck is a bit strange here.
Yeah, good to see you too, Caleb Sparkles.
Sparkles. Yeah. I always love seeing everyone here. I've noticed, and I think I mentioned this last time, it's a lot harder for me to start something than it is for me to continue something. Once I'm in the groove, I'm fine. Right? Once I wake up, it's a lot easier to wake up the next day and keep going. But if I skip a day, it's harder for me to just get back into it. Especially if I am sick. But anyway, I would like to plan out my streams more. Maybe make it more engaging, more fun. Have ideas. Because right now it's just drawing and hanging out, which is fine. It's a vibe. Let's make this a bit more jutted out. Because sometimes, like with ponytails, they sort of jet out more. Yes. Right now, not right now, while I was sick, I was actually trying to do some programming. I am not a programmer, nor do I have any programming software on my computer. But did you know that there is a video game on the Nintendo 3DS?
To stream knowing at least one person would show up. Lol.
It is. It is. You're so consistently here, Rayhana. Thank you. And Caleb, you're like the second most consistent. It's always good to have like those people who are here, and it's always nice to have someone to talk to. You know, like some people they just stream to nobody, and you know, it's kind of sad. And I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate you. It makes me happy. And it also helps me like get up and get ready, because I know that someone will be here to chat with. Yeah, you're right. But yes, so did you know that on the Nintendo 3DS there is a programming app called Smile Basic, and it lets you program things in the basic coding language. And what I was trying to do is I was trying to create a book reading app for the Bible while I was sick. I was trying to be able to read the ESV version of the Bible in on my 3DS. I was like, oh, let's try to do this. You know, it's kind of a weird project, but then I just realized I have a phone that already does that. So why am I doing this? So I spent like days, you know, just writing on my 3DS, trying to get it to scroll without deleting certain things, because you have to like program everything. You have to program like the button pushes, and if you push the button, the text will go up and down, and you got to make it to where the text doesn't completely disappear. And if there's an overflow of text, then
sounds interesting. Tears of joy.
then you gotta yeah, if there's an overflow of text, you gotta make it to where it's you gotta take part of the text instead of the whole text, and it was kind of annoying, not gonna lie, kind of tired. And I actually was going through some old things. Nah, I don't think I should. Hey. See. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I was going through some old things, and I saw like myself, like okay, so I might just pull it up, but I was going through some old things on my, I had a little drive, I don't know where I put it. I think it fell down because I was just like nodding my head to sleep while I was doing this at my desk. I had a little thumb drive that had like old videos on it, including the Nisekoi stuff. I was watching Nisekoi. And I think I mentioned this last time. It's on that same thumb drive that I was watching Nisekoi, the Nisekoi fan dub that we did a while ago. And I don't know. I think for the past like couple of weeks I've been really nostalgic about that era. And it's weird to call it an era. I guess that time. I mean, I guess it is an era if it's a time, but you know what I mean. So I was going through the thumb drive and I found some old videos, and not even videos of just Nisekoi. There's videos of like Let's Plays with Robits, which was me editing some of the videos, me making intros for that. And Robits is the Let's Play channel that I had with Caleb. There was, and so it was during that time, and during that time I had some other videos. One was called Talking with Josh, where I would talk about political issues and different things. Those I didn't have many of those. I only had a couple of those. And the channel is still out there somewhere. It's just obviously it never took off, and I forgot the password to it, so I don't even know which email address I used for that. But another video that was there was me trying to make a tutorial for Smile Basic on the 3DS. So I found that, and I was like, oh wow, I look so young and skinny there. I kind of want to show it on stream if y'all are interested in seeing it. But back then I had a capture card for my 3DS, and you know, I still have it. Like you can see there's a little drive here that you can connect to the computer. You can plug it, it's a USB thing. And I still have the software.
I forgot about Smile Basic. Lol.
And
Yeah.
I tried to run it. I tried to run the software to do the capture card on my 3DS, but unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. I think the wiring or something got loose inside of my 3DS, so I would need to open it up and solder, or find someone who can do it in Japan. But anyway, me and Caleb did some Let's Plays for Paper Mario Sticker Star, the literal worst Paper Mario, which was really funny. And yeah, I'm gonna show the Smile Basic stuff on stream real quick. I'm gonna find it. It was just it wasn't even finished. It was like one of the only few videos on there. Where's my mouse? There it is. It was one of the only few. Where is? Okay, I was like, where's my file explorer? There we go. It was one of the only few videos on there that was. Oh, where is it? Did I put it in documents? YouTube videos? No. What did I do with that? It's probably on my thumb drive, which I gotta find if I wanna get it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna find my thumb drive. Gonna do that real quick. It's somewhere over here. But anyway, it wasn't a fully edited video. It was only like a 1 minute long. And there it is. Found my thumb drive. Haha, it's on the ground. And it was me trying to remake Undertale on the 3DS, which I actually saw in one of my Q&A videos that I did way back in the day. That I was like, hey, I'm probably going to be doing this too, and let me show you exactly what I did. And it showed the Sans fight from Undertale on my 3DS, and because I was just so proud of it at the time, I'm like, this is a really cool thing. So, Let me find that, because it was... Okay, so there's some things here that are just animations. It's like the Asgore intro, which was for the Undertale thing that we did for... Yeah, here it is. Undertale fan game tutorial, episode 1, dialogue boxes. And I have 2 videos. One's a part 1 and one's a part 2, and I think they're only a few seconds long. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to add it on stream real quick. Let me pause the music. So this is like years ago. If I tried to do this now, it probably... Actually, maybe I put it on Google Drive, but it's on my files. So let me open it. Media source. Media source. I'm not going to rename that because I'm going to delete it right after. Okay, computer files. Undertale fan game tutorial, episode 1, part 1. Okay. And, okay. There it is. I don't know if it's... So yeah, this is me testing and testing. And as you can see, I had like a whole setup going. Sorry, the aspect ratio is a bit different. Probably really quiet.
Or tears of joy.
Oh, you can't hear. Yeah.
Wait, we can't hear.
Okay, hold on. Let me pause. I'm gonna restart. It says there's audio. I can't hear it either. I have it on monitor and output. It's probably so quiet that I can't even hear it. Let me see. No, there's audio.
No audio.
I'm gonna set the audio to 300. See if that works. Hold on, maybe if I did this. Okay, let me open it up in my Google Drive because I know it's there somewhere. Because it doesn't seem like there's any music with it. I'll keep the YouTube video going. Okay. But yeah, look at me. Look at that cute little Josh. All college guys. Yeah.
That's okay. You're really pronouncing your words tears of joy. Hey guys, it's Josh.
Oh, you can hear it. Okay, cool. I wasn't able to hear it. Let me see if I can... Because I know I uploaded it to Drive, too. So... Also, this is, like, really big. Dark mode? Heck yeah! Okay. That's totally not dark mode, but okay.
Now I can read what you're saying, tears of joy.
Oh, you can read it a little bit. You can read my lips. That's funny. Was it videos? Video comics? What is this? Hold on. Maybe it was just sometimes I made folders for ideas that I never got into. 3DS project lines. That's it. Yeah. Wow. So I just made audios. Interesting. Okay. So, well, that's different than what's on my. I guess I had more parts on the drive than I did on my literal drive, my thumb drive. Okay. Wait, this is different. Am I wearing different clothes here? Yeah, I am. That's just a different video entirely. Huh. Well, it's the same setup. Oh no, it's a little darker. Oh, the other one was more edited together. Still no audio. Okay, so I guess I didn't edit in the audio. I thought there was audio. I thought I could hear it. I guess there's no audio. Anyway. How the ladies see me. What is this? Is this a test audio? What a weird side tangent we went into.
My name is Josh. It's great to meet you. Unless you've already met me before, then hello. It's good to see you again, good old buddy, old pal. I am so sorry that I've kind of neglected posting stuff on my channel. Wow.
That was probably just test audio. But yeah, even back then I was apologizing for not uploading things, and I didn't upload it, so I was just like, well, sorry. Man, that's interesting. Anyway, Smile Basic. If we look at the media source, I went to the website that they had, Smile Basic Source, which basically you can upload a bunch of, I don't know if that website is still up. It probably is. You're able to upload a bunch of different projects on that website. And of course, I didn't have my current aspect ratio of 3:4, but I did. I'm gonna grab more tea while I'm talking. But I did have. I was using the typical live streamers aspect ratio, and I had a setup back then too. Man, I have so many setups on my old computer from when I did that, just for like video editing. But yeah, as you can see, my 3DS was actually. I'm talking about how to get Smile Basic here. You go to the eShop, which is now down. So this is like you can't even go to the eShop anymore. They're all just gone. And then I was talking about the site. You can go to there, and they had a cool site. I think the site is still up, but I don't think the eShop. No, I know the eShop is down. You can't get on there anymore. So if you wanted to get this game, you would have to crack your 3DS, which I'm probably going to do that anyway soon, just so that not so I can get illegal games, but so that way I can update my games that I already have. I don't, as you know, I don't like piracy, as you can see with the actual Nintendo 64 games that I have. So that was that. But actually, what I really wanted to show you was the here's part 2. Was me actually editing stuff on it. So let me see that. I think even back then, I had like a script and everything. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, like my 3DS has a capture card, right? So I was able to capture everything that was going on. This was like on my 3DS. I wasn't doing anything like what's it called? I wasn't doing any. It's not a ROM. It's the opposite. It's not the opposite of a ROM, but it's like the emulation. I wasn't doing any emulation or anything. This is an actual 3DS that I'm doing. And of course, on the 3DS, that's on the bottom right there. That's not what it shows whenever you do the capture card. It just does the screens. So I added a, based off of my new 3DS, I added the new 3DS look over there, that was a really cool setup. And that was just me talking and doing it. When do I get to Undertale? Come on, Undertale. Yeah. So here I am. Just I I added a code that you can do to download this specific sprite sheet that I made for Undertale. I had gotten really into it back then. Like I had Sans and Papyrus. Hey Siri, turn on my lamp. I just noticed that was off. I even had like Sans when he died and everything. This was all hand drawn, by the way. This was a lot of work because I didn't have oh, what's it called? I didn't have a way to copy and paste it from the computer. I did it pixel by pixel. I did the Papyrus text and the Sans text as well because I was making dialogue boxes, and I got the program finished, to where I could make the dialogue box on there. I can't really. I mean, I can show it if you want to see it. All it really does is it allows you to make any dialogue box of any character, of specifically Sans and Papyrus. And this is the strangest tangent that I got into, just talking about different things. I can't really show it on stream outside of just like, hey, look at this, is this like this, right? This is the only way I can show it right now. I think that, yeah, it's mirrored, so I'm gonna have to mirror my let's flip it horizontal. Yeah. So I can show you the actual project if I can find it. Let me look at files. It's Papyrus. Yeah, so I have Papyrus and I have Sans.
Awesome, man. I forgot the time you put into it.
Papyrus. Okay. Alright, so here I can type whatever I want and Papyrus will say it in the dialogue box. So what do you want Papyrus to say? I'm gonna make him say something, so just let me know. I would have to type it. As you can see, there's like a small little keyboard on the bottom here that I would have to type it from. This is really fun. Hold on. I really want to get my capture card working again just so I can go on these tangents and actually show you. But let's have Papyrus say, let's have him say, hello, Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Alright, I'll do that. Hello, Big Chungus. Hello, comma, Big Chungus.
Big oof. Lol. Carrot, ha ha ha.
Big Chungus. Big oof. Carrot, lol. Why does it say carrot? Big oof. Carrot, yeah. Carrot. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna run that. Run. And so here, you can decide where you want it to be. It can be on the top, it can be there, it can be in the bottom. And so I'm gonna put it here. And then, there we go. So we have him there. You can choose which expression.
I could go for a carrot right about now.
You can choose which expression you want him to have. I don't know if I can zoom in enough for you to see it. Ugh. Let me see. Just up down. Okay. So here's his. It's hard to see on camera. I wish I had it on the stream, but you can change his expression. So here he's like looking to the side. Here he's angry. Here he's got sunglasses on. Here his eyes are popping out like, oh. So I got all that. right? So I'm gonna, let's do the sunglasses, yeah? Okay. And now if I run 1, no,
Oh
3,
yeah, that's
3,
cool.
run 3, okay. Hello, big chungus, big oof, carrot, carrot, yeah. Oh, that's fun. So let me try that. Let me show you that again because his mouth moves while it does it. So I'm gonna. Also, it makes noise. Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. You probably can't hear it from my microphone. I'm gonna get up close. Pretty cool. So I was gonna recreate Undertale on my 3DS using Smile Basic, which was a series idea that I had. Because for some reason video game development was really interesting to me, and I thought I could do it.
Tears of joy.
I even had a script written out. I just never got around to actually making it. So, yeah. I saw a video of that. It reminded me of that. And I was like, oh dang, that was a thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. Shoot. And also I noticed how higher pitched my voice was back then. Kind of funny. Anyway, back to... Look how skinny I am. This is like baby face college boy Josh. This is like... Yeah. I was not doing too hot then. That was like 2015, Josh, man. No, that was probably more like 2017. Yeah. So it was after Grandpa died, but it was like during my community college days. Hello, Crazy Cat, it's good to see you. Sorry, I'm on a tangent right now. I'm talking about me doing programming. Yes, but let me remove this. We are now going to get back to drawing. I was showing off this programming app that I had where I could make Papyrus say basically whatever I want from Undertale.
Hey, crazy cat.
But yes, we're gonna get back to drawing.
In a while.
It was a super cool thing, and man, was I insanely creative back then to copy another person's thing. But no, I mean, to be able to program that, I was just like, I think back to it and it's like, that's kind of insane, being able to do that on a 3DS. With my limited programming knowledge, using an old sort of language, which is BASIC, right? They use BASIC on oh, there's a very old computer that uses it. So, not a computer. I think it was it was a computer. Maybe it was a system. I don't know. But anyway, hello, Crazy Cat. It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. We're going on tangents today. We're drawing Hana. So anyway, I put a lot of I always put a lot of effort in my videos, even back then, and in my streams. Whenever it was just something stupid like that, like something like, I mean, I don't. It's not really stupid, but like something not based on what I normally did, you know, back in the day. So what I normally did was Nisekoi dubs, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, let's do this video game programming thing. So, and so yeah, while I was sick this past couple of weeks, I literally started programming again, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And I tried to do a book reader of the Bible, you know. So it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff going on, you know. Anyway, so That was, that's what I was sort of just doing while I was sick, just looking back and nostalging. Nostalging. How do I do this?
If I was electrocuted and I spent all the time in the hospital, chill WCat.
If I was electrocuted. Yes. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason I'm into I have very strange hobbies. That have a lot to do with like Nintendo stuff, particularly. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't think it should go up here. Maybe it should go. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I was sick. I was sick the last couple of weeks. And now I'm trying to get hyper detailed into hair. Just gonna redo all this. And so I had a lot of video ideas, and Caleb mentioned whenever he first saw the Fun Friday stream that he saw the effort I put into the making of the OBS stuff.
I'm already used to living in the hospital, but well, how are your lives going? Face red heart shape.
Oh, you actually got electrocuted? And like you're in the hospital now? Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you're okay. Jeez. I thought you were talking about this is what I would do if I was electrocuted. Because you said if I was electrocuted, but I think that might be a language thing. Are you okay? Good grief. I hope you're okay, dude.
Crazy cat, did you get electrocuted eyes? Heck yeah, man. You've been putting a ton of effort into it. Lol.
Yeah.
So sorry. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, man, I hope you're okay. I'm just worried now. I want. It's like, but yeah, getting electrocuted is no joke. That can, yeah, that sounds very traumatic. I hope you're okay. But yeah, so I put a lot of effort into it. But I noticed that even whenever I was doing silly stuff like that, I put a lot of effort into it. I put a ton of effort into the Smile Basic thing. And obviously I put a ton of effort into, and I never even published that, right? I put a ton of effort in the sprite making and the scripts that I made for it. And, I was just like, the 3DS is kind of dying anyway. I don't think I'll upload it. And so I just kind of left it in my thumb drive that I have for quite a long time and just never uploaded it. Which is pretty interesting. I hope you're okay, Crazy Cat. That sounds painful. Electrocution. I'll pray for you, man. But yeah. Okay. Well, as long as it's not serious.
It's common for an accident to happen to me, but nothing serious. Thumbs up.
Electrocution. I mean, if you're hospitalized, it's pretty serious. You're in the hospital.
Glad
Yeah.
you're okay. Get better soon.
Me too. I'm glad you are okay. Yes. I was just sick. You know, I had a fever. 100 degrees. That's it. You got electrocuted. Be careful. Just, are you an electrician? Is that why? I mean, and you were hospitalized. I wasn't in the hospital. I was lazing around on my couch over there all week. That was where I was. I got very homesick. Not homesick. Sick at home. Homesick is different. Me wanting to go back to America would be homesick. I haven't been very homesick. The only time I really get homesick is when I'm thinking of my family and friends. And but I don't get really homesick often for a few reasons. One, I call my mom and dad every week. Two, also, you're in Russia, aren't you, Crazy Cat? Yeah. So that's gotta be being electrocuted, getting hospitalized, being in Russia. And also you might be homesick too. I don't know. That's a lot of things happening in your life. So, but anyway, be careful out there, man. Be safe. So I have strategies to prevent homesickness that just kind of work. And also I stream and I talk with my friends every time I stream. Like Caleb is always there. And my friend Ryan, he wants me to call him every week too, so I call him too. So it's like the only people I think about that I don't really talk to all that much is my brother and Makini. And Makini is his wife. So like, you know, and recently he reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to make a VTuber. And I was like, okay. So that was cool that I heard from him. Yeah, you know, that's how I prevent homesickness. Just still communicate with all my friends and family at home. Like don't stop, you know. And every time I like mention that to people, they're like, wow, you call your parents every weekend? And I'm like, yeah. Is that strange? Like, is that weird? I mean, I guess for most people, like, they lived with their parents all their life and they kind of got sick of them, so they don't really want to chat with them outside of the occasional phone call. But no, me and my parents, or maybe they live close to them, like Caleb.
I was run over and broke my arm a week after I fell off a motorcycle. Would you believe me?
Yes, I believe you. I hope you're okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Crazy Cat, you are a crazy cat. That is a lot. I hope you're okay. I hope I don't have to do a memorial for you. That's a lot of stuff going on. Hence the name, I'm sure. Yes. But yeah, for example, Caleb, he lives pretty close to his parents, so I'm sure he sees them all the time.
This is my first accident in Russia. Everything before was in Mexico XD.
I see. Yeah. But wow. You fell off a motorcycle and you were run over by a... Wow. That's wild. Yeah, no, I hate driving personally. Like in America, we have to drive all the time. But in Japan, we don't drive at all. So I don't even drive. I use the train. So, you sound like a cool person. You sound like a guy who's like, oh, you know, just broke my collarbone. It's no biggie. You know, it's like, that's wild. That's crazy. That's awesome though. But not awesome that you hurt yourself, but like, I feel like I'm getting to know more of you based on your injuries. Thanks for hopping into my chill drawing stream, Crazy Cat. I think maybe you should include some of your stories. I'm curious. Wow. I'm definitely a homebody in comparison, I think, to you and to a lot of other people. The only time I go out really is to go to work or
follows me to Russia, open mouth, smile, thumbs up.
to hang out with my friends. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay. This is looking good, the hair. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like bad luck can be avoided, but sometimes it just happens, you know? I'm sure the electric thing might have to do with just bad luck, you know? I don't think that's your fault. But yeah, being on a motorcycle, that's really cool. If I were to, you know, but I choose not to be on the road specifically because I don't like driving. I drove in a place. I drove in my area. It's close to a city, and Caleb knows this. And in the city, you got young people, a bunch of crazy young people driving like 30 miles over the speed limit. But also, where we're from, we got a lot of old retirees. So, it's like they're driving 10 miles under the speed limit. And so you got a mixture of these young kids coming from the city and mixing with the old people coming from the suburbs. And it's just an awful place to drive. I hate driving whenever I'm back home. And yeah, it's not it's not my favorite thing, but it's a necessary thing to drive. So I would never, even though it's probably one of the coolest looking things, and I've always thought about like the gas I would save with it, I would never ride a motorcycle just because of how dangerous it is. And also my parents would be horrified if I got one. So, but I was genuinely thinking about, you know, wanting one because they look really cool. And, you know, but there is danger to that. And some people live for that, you know, some people are cool with it, but I'm more of a safe, you know, approach kind of guy, I guess. Is the eye a little big, or is it me?
A little big, or is it me?
Let me see.
Thinking face.
Okay, let me zoom out and see. It is a little wonky. You're not wrong. I think it might not be big, but maybe misplaced a little bit. Let's see. It's also hard because it's a 3/4 perspective. But also, I think this might be a little small. Let's see. And the angle's pretty sharp here. You know what's funny? The other day, there's a curry place I go to every Saturday, and I was healthy enough to go to work. That's good.
The only good thing about Russian hospitals is that the food is tastier. I no longer have to sneak out to eat something XD.
You crazy person. Crazy cat. That's funny. You would sneak out of hospitals to get good food. The image of you. Okay. So you doing drawing and stuff. My image of you originally was like a much younger person. And I think like with your profile picture, I was thinking that you were like, oh, it's kind of a more cutesy sort of thing. But now it's just getting more gruff and gruff. Like you're getting cooler and cooler. And it's just like my image of you is just completely changing. Based on the stories that you're telling, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so I was at this curry place that I go to every Saturday, and there was a new guy there, and he was asking me if I needed the English menu, and the other workers there, because I go there so often, the other workers there stopped him, and he was like, "Oh no, we know what he wants already. We just ask him a formality." And then he told me my exact order that I was about to ask, and I was like, "Yeah." So you know you're a regular when they memorize your order because you go there so often.
Chill W cat.
So that was a really fun moment this week. Yeah. I don't know, I'm really weird when it comes to food. I love food. I love trying new things. But whenever I'm in a like a habit, right? I go to the same place every week and I eat the same food verbatim. It's why I have issues, I think, with eating generally, is because if I start eating McDonald's, I don't stop eating McDonald's until I change, right? Until I like make an effort to change. It's like, well, I guess this week I'm eating McDonald's. No, not this week. This day specifically, I'm gonna eat McDonald's. This day specifically, I'm gonna eat this. And so, because it's like convenient, right? That's what I did at Papa John's. That's why I gained so much weight whenever I was, it becomes routine. That's right.
It becomes routine.
And so that's kind of an issue with my weight stuff. But also, it's a saving grace for my weight stuff too. If I want to lose weight, all I need to do is have a routine of eating healthy foods. But starting that routine, just like I said earlier with streaming, it's a lot easier to continue streaming than it is to start streaming again. So I have fun continuing things. I'm comfortable being comfortable. I can change things, but like I can change my routine. I can do something new. But it does add a component of stress to it. And so I like having a routine, which is also why I want to do this as a job rather than teaching English all the time. Which is also why I want to do this as a job, rather than, because this on top of my job is an exhausting routine, because I don't get off work until 7:30. So if I'm doing streaming from 6 all the way to 8:30, and then I'm working from 9:30 to 7:30, it's basically a 12-hour workday. And I get home at like 8:30 or 9, and I basically just collapse. Don't really have time to watch anime or do other things that I enjoy, which is kind of a frustrating thing, but it is what it is. I really want to get this off the ground, and so I'm thinking about either hiring an editor or editing videos myself. Crazy Cat says it best. Turu, 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 turu. But, yeah, I want to get into a routine of doing this. It's fun. I love streaming. And I love hanging out with you guys.
That's fire.
But yeah, it's hard. And if I think of it in a job sense, I'm basically working 12-hour days. Almost like 13-hour days every day if I start at 6:30, which I'm not even doing. I'm starting at 6, so it's like 13.5-hour days every time I stream. If I think of streaming as work, which in a way I guess it is, you know, because people do it as their job. And I would really like to, you know, not be working 13-hour days, but this is the only way I can get. I mean, I'm young and I can do it, so this is the only way I can really get my manga done, right? Because I don't have time otherwise. I guess I could do it after work, but it's just like, yeah, then I would be up until like 11 probably streaming. And I'm much more productive in the morning than I am at night. At night, I'm in like a bleh sort of mood. I'm gonna.
Turu 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 ru tu tu turu 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 ru tu tu turu 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 yu turu turu turu.
Crazy Cat is so well spoken.
Yeah, at night is battery saver and recharging mode.
Yeah. So I would like to get more into like doing this as a instead of it just being, because right now it's kind of a hobby, and I would prefer it to be doing it. I feel like the neck is off. I think that's what's bothering me. Like it fits the body, but it doesn't really fit. It's too.
JJ, I like to put the turu. It's impressive we're 32 streams in.
That's true. We are 32 streams in. That is impressive. Well, thank you. Yeah. 32 streams. Oh my goodness. That's wild to think about. And we haven't even started drawing the manga, really. We're still doing concept art. And it is only
April.
When did I start? December? Yeah, it's only been a few months. We have basically a month's worth of content if we were to watch it every day. So that's pretty consistent, you know? That got warped. Yeah. It's weird that I want to do more, right? We're 32 streams in and I want more.
Turu turu ru.
It should be Tuwu. Ooh woo. Tuwu. No, Turu, yeah. I do that with my kids all the time. Just beatbox and do the Mario thing.
Well, do you want me to tell you about my accidents, adventures, or let's say turu.
Crazy Cat, you do you, man. You can tell me about your accidents, your adventures. Probably the craziest thing I've done is I was in a police car whenever I was in high school because my sister and I and my friend Benson, we were walking to the movie theater because we didn't want to drive there. So we were just walking on the side of the road and the cop pulled us over and was like, "Hey guys, it's dangerous. You shouldn't be walking here. You want to ride?" We were like, "Yeah, okay." We took a selfie in the police car. It was really fun. Must have been a slow crime day. I guess that's the nice thing. I'm just now noticing I'm actually just going back and forth in this thing.
Ah, that was nice.
Yeah. It's weird, like, it's kind of wholesome in the suburbs. Because, like, there's probably not a lot of crime going on in that area specifically. And so they have the time to...
Face red heart shape. Chill W cat.
They have the time to pick people up and do all that as policemen. What they don't have time to do is deal with the hooligans coming from the city. Them city fellas. They're, all those whippersnappers, they, yeah, sometimes you'll hear about, like, shootings that happen in a Kroger or something. And it just shocks everyone because we're not used to it in the area. And then we're just like, oh, that was someone, like, they're from Memphis. And Memphis is known for, like, their gangs and stuff. So it's like, that makes sense, you know? But it's crazy that their turf war is going to our neighborhood. So it's not really a neighborhood, but our suburban area. So you don't really hear much often about bad things unless it's from the city, from Memphis. And Memphis is one of the most dangerous cities in America, so. It's weird how there's like a safe area next to one of the more dangerous parts. And sometimes they bleed together, which is kind of scary. Which is also why I'm glad I live in Japan, one of the safest countries in the world. Safety and convenience. And delicious tea. But yeah, I would like to stream. I would like to stream for a living. I really like teaching though. So I would still probably teach part-time. Even if I were to, focus mostly on streaming. I really like kids. So it's really fun to be with them. I spent a lot of time with the hair detailing and I didn't really do much, come to realize. Teach us on stream. Okay. You want to learn phonics? What is phonics? Very good question. Well, phonics...
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
Phonics are the sounds that you make whenever you're pronouncing different words. In Japan, there are 5 phonics for vowels. A, I, U, E, O. Those are the 5 vowel phonics. A being A, I being I, U being U, E being E, and O being O. A, I, U, E, O. And then everything is based off of that. A, I, U, E, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo, na, ni, nu, ne, no, ha, hi, hu, he, ho. All based on it. Da, di, du, re, ro, right? And so when teaching phonics to Japanese people, you gotta show them how in English, different words with the same letters have different phonics. That's not how it works in Japanese. They all have the same phonics in Japanese. And there's much more phonics in English. If you have the letter A, right? You not only have an A sound like gate, but you also have an A sound like, well, if it's combined with a U, you can make the A sound, which is what's normally done with Japanese, right? So in Japanese, A looks like this, A, right? And it makes the A sound no matter what. But the only time it makes that sound, it's like kat or bot. But bot is actually, it's pronounced the same, but it doesn't have an A in it. It's bot, right? Or bot, right? It makes the A sound. These are all the same sound. Why does it do this? We don't know. It's just English. It's stupid, right? English is weird. So I usually show them A. So you can do the A sound, the A sound, the A sound, cat, A, A. They all make different sounds. This is phonics, right? We got to come up with rules. The rule for the A sound is it has to have an E at the end of it, right? So this is pronounced mate. This is pronounced hate, because there's an E at the end of it. It always makes the A sound. As English speakers, we don't even pay attention to that. We just know it innately because we just do it all the time. We don't even think about it. It just happens, right? So, and that's just with A. Look at O, right? O, you got like O, the sound O. So like remote, right? That's one with the same rule. If it ends with an E, it'll have the O, it'll have the same sound as how we pronounce the letter. So A and O, right?
Buffering. Chill W cat.
And you asked for this. I'm just doing this. This is my random phonics tangent. But it can also make an A sound, so bot. It can make an U sound, which is confusing for Japanese people because the U sound is a U, right? So for Japanese, it's U, A, I, U, right?
Yes.
So bot and boot.
I understand, lol.
So it's like, how do you teach this to Japanese people, right? You gotta break it down. You gotta teach them like you're teaching children. And for children, it clicks, right? But for Japanese people, it doesn't click. They just memorize it. So they have to learn by speaking English only first, and then learning the rules, and then it will click. Which is why it's easier to teach children in Japan than it is teaching adults. That being said, the reason why English is hard for Japanese people is because of these rules. They make no sense sometimes, but it's there. The reason why Japanese is hard for English speakers is literally for one reason: kanji.
Thinking
How do you
interesting.
how does this kanji is hiragana we can do because it's just sounds, right? But if I were to do what is it? I think it's like, I can't even do kanji. It's a hon. Yeah, this is the kanji for book, right? And so no, how do you do ho? Hahi ho? I feel like that's not right. It could be hon, right? Hon, right? So that's two hiragana, and they make up into a picture, which means book. But the word for Japan is Nihon, which has that in there. This is he, read by itself, it's he, but when it's combined with another kanji, it's ni, and then hon. Why? Why is it Nihon? I don't know. There's no books in... I mean, yeah, books is Japan, but why is it a part of this? Put it together, Japan literally means day book. That's all it is. This means day. Why is it... It makes no sense. It's hard for English speakers because of that. And Japanese people, they just know this innately. They know it just like we know these rules innately, they know that innately. And so they're able to read kanji, and they're like, oh, that's what that is. And I'm like, how did you figure that out? What? So, anyway. That was my Josh's random lesson of the day. We have, so whenever we're teaching, we do the alphabet and we do the phonics alphabet. And the phonics alphabet is really funny because not only do we do normal vowels, but we do voiceless consonants as well. So voiceless words, yeah, it is more confusing.
This is more confusing than Doctor's handwriting.
Welcome to the country of Daybook, where we draw pictures for our writing system. Also, we only have 5 phonetic sounds. Interestingly, my friend Ben, the guy who helped me write the backstory for Viable and was going to originally write it but got busy, who's doing law school right now, he was also studying Japanese. He knows more Japanese than me. His girlfriend's Japanese. But when it came to speaking Japanese, at first I was much better than him. And I remember him specifically, he was talking with some girls. And he had very difficult time with pronunciation because he has a more southern accent, right? And so when he saw this, right? In Japanese, it's ka-wa-ii, right? Kawaii, ka-wa-ii, right? But how would you pronounce this as a southerner, right? You would say kawaii, kawaii, right? Now, in Japanese, this is not right? If you say kawaii, that sounds weird. This phonic does not exist in Japanese. And so, what they think he's saying is either kawaii, so they either understand him, or kowai. I think it's that. Kowai. And so, the difference between this is this means cute. This means scary. You see where the issue arose when he was calling someone cute? They thought he said scary. Very funny story. They eventually understood that it was not that he was calling them cute and not scary. And he seemed a little less intimidating after that, after the misunderstanding was cleared up. So, yes. Very interesting how that works, right?
Smiling face with hearts to fearful.
Another thing my teacher told me is the word for housewife is I think it's shofu. Let me check. Hold on. What? Shufu. Okay, yeah. So shufu is housewife. But the word for... Let me pull this up. Okay. So look, shufu, right here. This is housewife, shufu. But if you mispronounce it and instead of saying shufu, you say shofu, sounds nearly similar. It's just a small difference, right? No, not shofu. Shufu. Shufu means housewife. Yeah. And then I thought it was shofu. That's it. Shofu means prostitute. So you gotta be careful with how you're pronouncing things, right? There's a very big difference between a housewife and a prostitute. If you're like, yeah, I'm married to a housewife. She stays at home and you know, helps raise the kids and does a lot of things. That's different than saying, yeah, I'm married to a prostitute. She stays at home with the kids and does other things, you know? You got to be careful. Interestingly, that's something my teacher taught me in college. So there's shufu, housewife, shofu, prostitute. If you forget, oops, you got to be careful. Because if you say shofu, you might insult someone or you might cause confusion and people will look weirdly upon you. So I recommend just not using the word housewife in Japanese. It's probably better just to not say it. Because you might make the mistake and call your wife a prostitute. Not your best course of action there. Get into the hair. How did I do it on let's see. How poofy do we want this ponytail? Yeah. Control Z is the bane of my existence. It's so convenient to use, but I use it so much that I get nothing done because I just keep redrawing the line. By the way, I hope I don't get demonetized for saying what a shofu is. I can't get demonetized if I don't make money in the first place. Ayo. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Regins. No, sorry, been in Japan for too long. Raid Shadow Regins. It's not.
All tears of joy.
That's another thing. In Japan, they have Daridurero. That's how you pronounce it. It's like a mixture of an R, an L, and a D. Da. It's a very soft D. So maybe like a like a soft D, right? Da, di, do, de, do, right? Daridurero. That's how they pronounce it. They don't have an R. They don't have an L, right? So hard R's are very hard for them. Okay.
You know, something funny that happens to me is that when doctors see my list of accidents and medical conditions, they always turn white as if they had seen a ghost. It's very funny, XD.
Yeah, man.
Oof, tears of joy. What a cool cat. Cool.
What a cool cat. Indeed. That is really interesting. You sound like have you ever seen Jimmy Neutron? There's this one character named Nick, right? And he the first season he appeared quite a bit, but the second season he kind of like disappears into the background. And he was gonna have a stronger appearance in season 3 before they canceled it after the Ant Bully, which was a movie made by the people who made Jimmy Neutron, flopped. So they had to cancel Jimmy Neutron because of the Ant Bully. That's a fun tangent. Anyway, there's this character named Nick, right? There's a character named Nick in Jimmy Neutron. And
You were stunned, double tears of joy.
let me show you Nick from Jimmy Neutron real quick. This is Nick. And he's known as the cool guy in school. His name's Nick Dean. Obviously inspired by James Dean. And your image is getting closer and closer to this every time I hear your stories. He clicks tongue and, you know. He was a very mysterious character, and all the girls loved him. So he would always have like a lollipop in his mouth, pretending to be a smoker. Yeah. Anyway, and he always sounded like this, Jimmy. You know, so that's kind of the image that you're giving me with all the stuff you're talking about. And he had a skateboard, and he would always crash his skateboard every time he said, see you later, Nerdtron. Whoa! And he fell and he crashed. He is my lost twin brother. Yeah. So.
OMG, he's your lost twin brother, frowning face, exploding head.
He's the cool Josh. Cool Josh, indeed. I'm the nerdy brother. That is definitely the cool brother. My lost twin cool brother. Anyway, in Japanese, they have darirudedo. They don't have an R and they don't have an L. So, hard R words, they don't say ra-ri-ru-re-ro. That doesn't exist. And they don't say la-li-lu-le-lo. That doesn't exist. So in Japanese, there are some consonants that are hard to say. And so sometimes if you have phrases, such as like, what did I just say? Raid Shadow Legends, right? Raid Shadow Legends. Then if you pronounce this in Japanese, it would be in like Japanese accent, based on Japanese phonics. It would be Redo Shadow Legends. This would be the same as this, right? So Redo Legend, Legend, Redo Shadow, Shadow, Redo Shadow Legends. Yeah, so that's how they would pronounce it. So you have to teach them consonant phonics too, not just vowels. It's just vowels are the most common. Also, in English, there are different accents too. So that's really confusing to children. We have Australian teachers and we have English teachers. And the way that people write dates in Australia, and pretty much everywhere outside of America, is they have the year, they have the day, the month, the year, right? So today is the 22nd, so it would be 22/4/24, right? So day, month, year. In America, we do month, day, year. right? We do 4-2-2024, right? And so,
yeah, you Americans upside down face.
And so we confuse our children sometimes. We have to come up like, what is the best way to approach this when teaching? And so we always write the date out, like we've agreed just to write the date out, like we write the day, Monday, then we do a comma, then we do the April, sorry, and then we do the date, 22nd, 2024, right? And I always put a smiley here for my kids. They love it when I do that. So Monday, April 22nd, 2024. That's how we write it out instead of doing this, right? But when we sign our name, like I write Josh, and I do this. Like whenever they, that just means that I checked it. And then I also do this little flower thing. It's usually in red, right? But that's whenever I check their work, that's what I write. And they understand that. We're supposed to do it American style because it's supposed to be an American style school, not an Australian school. But yeah, the way we do things are a bit wacky. We use the imperial system, which was British before the British changed to the metric system. And we just kept it. We were just like, you know what? Forget you guys. We're going to keep being our way. We're actually more conservative in that way than than the British, if you think about it. We just kept, we kept with the philosophy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And of course, people think the metric system is pretty broken. Not gonna lie, I understand it being confusing, but I'm so used to it that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, true.
So in math, because it's based on like American and Australian textbooks, we learn money in like American money because it's a lot easier than the way I guess it's not a lot easier, it's basically the thing, but it's a lot more useful because American currency is used everywhere. So they learn about pennies, dimes, quarters, and that helps them learn, for example, a fourth of 100 is 25, right? Because a quarter is 25 cents. And it also helps them learn that, like, 5 cents, how to count from fives with 5 cents and stuff. 5, 10, 50, 20. Because I noticed that's actually a lot harder for the Japanese students to learn than it is for, even though they have the same thing in yen. I don't know, it's weird. So they have 1 yen, 5 yen. Then they do have 10 yen. They have 10 yen. They have 50 yen. And then they have 100 yen. So 25 cents is not really a thing in Japan. So having that 25 be for quarters, I've noticed that the kids have, if I say, what's 1/4 of 100? They would be like, they would take a lot longer than Americans would. Magic. I was waiting for the text-to-speech to say magic. It just didn't. But yeah, it takes them longer to figure out that that's 25. Versus an American, which we would get like that because we have 25 cents. So. Man, ponytails. I guess today I'm just drawing her hair, huh? How do I want to do her hair? Like, do I want it in like a bun, like this? These AI art is something. I mean, it looks like she's flipping me off here, but it's pretty insane how they're able to do that. Like make such a such a interesting...
Magic sparkles.
There it goes. Magic sparkles. That's right. Such an interesting, like, intricately detailed drawing. I like this hairstyle, honestly. It's insane to me how AI art works. Full disclosure, I am much more open to AI art than most artists. As someone who does copyleft stuff, I don't like copyright generally, but most people are very against AI art. If you're an artist, you're generally more against AI art because of the copyright infringement, and I respect that. I understand that.
Sparkles, magic sparkles.
There we go. Sparkles, magic sparkles. And it makes sense that they would be against it. I think I'm gonna go with this style. I was kind of poofy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that good? I think it's all right. Yeah, I like this one. Okay. Let me flip this image. Actually, can I do that? I guess not. I have this app. That normally lets you just take an image and you can flip it.
What
Like I can flip this.
flowers have
Woo!
you
Like
seen
that.
the most lately? Since it's springtime.
For me, it's pink because the cherry blossoms are blue. It's really pretty outside. Yeah, but unfortunately, it seems to not work here when I try to do it on this one. So, where was it? This one. Yeah. So I tried to flip it, it just didn't work, which is a bummer. Let's try this. No? Still didn't work? Dang. Okay. Guess I can't flip it.
Cherry blossom, cherry blossom, cherry blossom. Aku sneezing face tears of joy.
Yep, that's me. I can flip this though. Haha. Okay. Yes. Cherry blossoms are very pretty, but they make me very sick. It's an unfortunate reality of my condition known as seasonal allergies.
Yeah, it's a little sad crying.
Man, is it already... Wow. I was looking at the time, I was like, goodness, it's almost 8. I have like 45 minutes left.
Back now, I'm going to have lunch. I hope the food is good, because if not, I'll have to escape to buy some bread or a coffee.
Well, as you said, the Russian hospital food might be better. Hope you enjoy your food from Russia. I've actually never thought of eating European cuisine, honestly. I hear it's really good, like French food. I've never tried Russian food though. Technically, Russia is both in Asia and in Europe, so interesting country. But yeah, I would expect it to have a lot of soups, you know, because it's cold there. Yes, I do recommend coming to Japan during springtime. Just because of the cherry blossoms. Similar to like going to an American countryside during fall because of the change of colors and stuff. It's hard to figure this out. Hair is hard. You kind of have to be quick with it. You gotta be like confident lines. I try to get the outline finished first. I don't know if I want it to be that poofy.
Ah yeah, fallen leaf, maple leaf, pretty.
Fall and spring are definitely my favorite seasons. It's not too hot, not too cold. I don't like the rain of spring, so if I had to choose one, I would say fall's probably my favorite. I like the style, like the clothing style of fall more than spring as well. Maybe I'll just have it in here. Yeah. Man. Okay, let me see how I did it here. I like summer though. I'm actually definitely more of a heat sort of guy.
Yeah, the cozy vibe.
Yes, summer, the cozy vibe. No, fall. Yeah, I like the idea. I can't say that I like cuddling because I don't really do it very often because I do not have anyone to cuddle with. But I do like the idea of cuddling up in a blanket and with someone with a wife or children and just, you know, chilling, watching TV or being by the fireplace.
We don't really have those seasons over here, but I like cooler weather better.
Yeah. Yeah, winter weather or fall weather is definitely snuggle weather. And I really like snuggling. Really warm and comfy, cozy. You know why they call this a ponytail, right? Because it looks like a pony's tail. I was actually
Tell me snow is overrated cloud with snow, but I wanna see it at least once, snowman.
Yeah, I was born in Colorado, which is known for having a lot of snow. Yeah, and it does get cold weather in Japan. It gets pretty chilly. It really depends on where you are, though. In Tokyo, it's more like a mixture of them all. It has very cold weather. It has warm weather. It gets really hot in Tokyo sometimes. Very humid, heat, very dry, cold. And so, but in Hokkaido, for example, which is northern Japan, the summers aren't very hot at all, and the winters are very cold, and there's the most amount of snowfall, like one of the most amount of snowfalls in the entire world. So it's kind of crazy, like, the differences between certain areas of Japan, despite it being such a small country. And by small, I mean, like,
Wow.
area-wise. Yeah, they have snow festivals in Hokkaido. And my grandmother was from Hokkaido. She was from Hakodate. Which actually turns out my boss is from Hakodate too. And so she's really taken a liking to me. I think because of that. I told her that I wanted to go visit one day, and maybe I'll have my parents go to Japan when they come. I'll have them go to Hakodate, because I've never been to Hokkaido, but I've always wanted to go. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, for me that's just a trip home, so I'll go with you, and I can even drive you everywhere." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be great." So, yeah. A lot of people don't like my boss. In my, like, this is kind of a secret, you shouldn't tell anyone, but not a lot of people really like my boss all that much, but I think she's a cool boss. She was really nice to me, at least. And I guess that's all that really matters, but she's especially nice to me, I think, just because my heritage is from the same place where she's from, I think. And she also likes the fact that I teach music. And I like her, you know, she's been really nice to me, a very good boss to me. Yeah, Hokkaido vlog. But because she can be pretty, she's much more of an ideas person rather than a management person.
Yeah, I remember you talking about her before.
Yeah. And so, because of that, she gets a lot of distaste, I guess, from other workers. They don't really like how she kind of, like, we have a program that we did, which is just, you know, we went from just doing daycare and after school stuff to being like an actual school. And so, like, where kids can go and get, you know, accredited, and get the, and usually it's like a private school. And so it's like during class, and that's where I work. I do the after school program and the during school program. I don't really do daycare. Other teachers do that. But whenever she did the during school program, it was much. There wasn't a lot to do. Like, we didn't know what to do. Nothing was planned out really. It was mostly just. And it was my first year there. So for me, it was especially crazy. We didn't have the curriculum that we knew that we wanted to do. We just took it from the after-school stuff and just kind of ran with it based off of that. We didn't know how quickly we needed to go through the curriculum. We didn't know, like, at what pace to do things. It was a pretty wild sort of thing, because she just had the idea of doing it. She thought, yeah, we can do it. And we just went with it. It wasn't until this year, when a new semester started, that things started to get into a rhythm. And, you know, we now know, we have a lot of kids now. We now know what we're supposed to do. There's new teachers that I can tell them what to do, rather than it just being, oh, you can just kind of figure it out, I guess, you know, which is exactly what happened with me. I just kind of figured it out. So I've been the guy to help out most of the new teachers there. Which is why I was, like, kind of stressed out for being sick. Because I didn't... One, the kids missed me a lot. And, you know, I didn't want to be sick. Obviously, you don't want to be sick. But I was more stressed out about, like, how everything will basically collapse. Without me there. I was like, is this gonna happen? I've only been there for a year, right? But because I was there during the chaotic times of when it first started, the program first started, I know how stressful it can be if you don't have everything prepared. And I've been helping everyone figure out what to do, what curriculum to use, what pace to go at, you know. And so without me there, I was worried, like, are they gonna be okay? You know, so are they gonna mess up some things in my class? Are they gonna forget to clean up things? You know, because you know, with new teachers, it could be difficult to remember certain things. But so yeah, today I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see the damage, if there is any. Which usually, whenever I was gone for a week last time, it was like, it wasn't really too much, you know? I tend to overthink and overworry about things. That's why I can't really hold on to a girlfriend. No, it's why I have difficulty with relationships, romantic relationships, is because I tend to overthink, and I was like, oh, what did they mean by that when they said this thing? And they were just saying a thing, you know? And so I create anxiety in myself. And honestly, it's just better if I just don't care. The last 2 days I was sick, I was just like, I don't really care anymore. I just want to relax. So I did.
You care that much.
Yeah, I do care a lot. Very much a carer. But it's crazy that I was stressed about work without even being there, you know?
You want to make sure everything goes well.
Yeah. I also want to make sure the kids are happy. There's different teaching styles. Mine's very much loose. So, like, I'm not very strict. Like, I don't get on to kids too much if they play around or anything. I just kind of lead them back to being on task, right? Other teachers, they get on to the kids, right? They're like, you're not supposed to be doing that. What are you doing? You know, they tend to be much more strict. And I think the better approach for me, at least, is, you know, it's good to have both. It's good to have structure and rigidity, and also to have more freedom. My approach is definitely the more freedom type, where if they get into a habit of doing good things, then they'll continue that habit, and they won't do it out of fear or guilt. They will do it because they're just used to it, right? But different people have different teaching styles, and that can be stressful. Thinking about how the kids are feeling without me. Because there was this one time whenever I was teaching another class, because sometimes we swap classes, and the teacher I swapped classes with is much more strict and, you know, sarcastic, and in Japan, sarcasm doesn't really hit well, so they thought he was very scary. And with me, my humor is much less sarcastic. It's more of a, you know, straight up, forward kind of goofy humor. And I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying, like, for Japanese people, particularly Japanese children who don't really experience sarcasm, it can be scary to them, right? Or it can be confusing to them. Like if you say, oh, lovely weather we're having, when it's pouring down rain, they'll be like, what? No, it's awful weather. What are you saying? You know? For me, I like to point out silly things, right? If I see a kid doing a silly thing, or I ask them a question that's super silly. So for example, there was a kid who was saying that he wanted to, let's just say, like, I went to Okinawa and I went fishing, right? So if a kid says something like that, I went to Okinawa and I went fishing, a silly thing that I would say is like, wow, that's awesome. And did you catch anything? And he's like, so they say something that's like grammatically incorrect, but I could still understand what they mean based on context. So I was like, I grabbed a few fish. I was like, you had a fish in your hands and they were wriggling and stuff? Trying to catch it. And they'll laugh and they'll be like, no. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean by you grabbed? It's like, oh, I caught 2 fish, you know? So, stuff like that. That's sort of the humor. Like, I take their words literally. That's the best way to describe it.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah. But a sarcastic person would probably be like, "Oh yeah, I like to grab fish too," or whatever.
So OFC, they'd miss you long.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a sarcastic person, so it's kind of hard to be like sarcastic about it. But with a sarcastic person, they're not being like over dramatic with how they do it. Like like I was doing the whole fish thing, you know, trying to hold on to a slippery fish. They might just say something like, "Oh, well, if you're grabbing it, it might be slippery, huh?" And they would be confused. So I'm much more dramatic, I guess, with my silliness.
I feel like the sarcastic approach would be more funny for older kids' tears of joy.
Oh yeah, yeah. The older kids, actually, my friend Ben, he's much more sarcastic. And when he left to do law stuff, they really are gonna miss him. I think they really do miss him. Some of them actually stopped going because they knew that Ben wasn't gonna be there anymore. So. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep, but there's different approaches to teaching. With that strict, rigid military style that some people do, it just scared the children because they're used to my sort of teaching. Like some people, they grew up with like a my way or the highway sort of approach when learning things themselves. Like, you gotta do this. And those classes tend to have better structure, meaning they're not playing around and being silly when they're not supposed to. But it's not as fun, you know? Ben's was kind of a mixture of the sarcasm and the rigidity style. So he would be strict when he needed to be. And it's like, this is class time, don't play around. But then he would have playtime, like or break time, where they can, you know, be on their phones or play video games or whatever, and he would even join them. So he was like a mixture of the two. But one of the teachers that substituted for my class, whenever we switched the classes, whenever I came back, all of the children came up to me and they hugged me and they were like, "Josh, are you doing the next class?" And I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Yay!" And they did it right in front of the other teacher, who was just like, you know, just sitting there. So he's very strict, that one. They were scared of him.
So cute.
Yeah. I felt kind of bad for that guy, though.
Joy, tears of joy.
So, I don't know. I don't know if I like teaching, but I definitely love kids. They're just adorable. And so it may not be the educational aspect of it that I enjoy. I do like over-explaining things and talking about things and going on tangents and stuff.
Kids are so honest in their expression, tears of joy.
Yeah, they are. I think I definitely, at the very least, I want to have children, Lord willing, and I get married. But because I love the kids so much, I think I also might want to just do it part-time, even if I do YouTube full-time. So. And also I like my boss. You know, she's pretty cool. She's a good person to keep good connections with, rather than to leave after the fact, you know. Just kind of like, just go away. So. Yeah. I think what I would do...
Yeah, that would be the best of both worlds.
...is I would probably do the... I would do it part-time. I would do it on maybe 3 days a week. And maybe I would have my streams here be the same time. So it would be like from 6 a.m. to whenever, to 9 or 8:30. Maybe it'd be an extra hour. So let's just say 9:30, because I wouldn't have to leave to go to work. So on days that I wouldn't work, I would stream until 9:30 or 10:30, which is about 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. for y'all. Well, for Central Time. And then, so I would stream from like, no, I'm doing it backwards. Hold on. 6:30 a.m. my time. 6 a.m. my time is like 4 p.m. y'all's time. So it would be from right now I'm doing from 6 to 8, right? No, I'm doing from 6 to 8 my time, 4 to 6 y'all's time. So I'll probably extend it an extra 2 hours on the days I don't work. And then I would use the remaining time to edit videos. And then I would make another stream for the afternoon as well. And on the days that I do work, I would just do the same thing that I'm doing here. I would, I would work maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something. That's looking good, yeah? I think so. And then, yeah. But if I had an afternoon stream, see, that's the weird thing. If I had an afternoon stream, it would be morning for y'all. And so I would need to figure out how to do that effectively. If I wake up at 6, I wouldn't want to expect that from everybody. And also, I like the idea of working from like 6 to, instead of 6 to 7:30, which is insane. I like the idea of working from like 6 to 6. So like 9 to 5 is like the normal thing. That's like 10 hours, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it's 8 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 8 hours from 6 would be, I think, 6 to 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 6 to 2. And so I like the idea of working 6 to 2 because it's still daylight outside, rather than it being nighttime whenever I go home every day, which is kind of gloomy. And that'll give me more time to, you know, just do other things. So I probably wouldn't do the afternoon classes in, the afternoon after-school classes at my English teaching job. I'd probably just do the morning classes, like the school classes, and come home around 2:30 or 3. And then I would, you know, just relax on those part-time days. So that's kind of the idea. I think I would do, yeah, I think I would do that. Anyway, we finished the hair today. Looking good. Yep. I think this side hair looks a bit strange. Like it's not connected to anything. So I'm gonna maybe do something like that. Yeah. So I think if I were to do it part-time, I would work maybe 3 days 4 days maybe? 3 or 4 days a week. Nah, I think 3 days a week is fine. I would work 3 days a week there, and I would do 3 days a week for this. If the afternoon streams were in Japanese, one, I don't think I speak enough Japanese to do that. But it would be interesting. 皆さんこんにちは。今日は俺のI can't do it. 今日は俺のストリームは、花の紙を書きます。頑張ります。Yeah. If I'm able to study Japanese, I think it'd probably be a lot easier. But I don't have a lot of time I don't have a lot of free time with the current schedule. And I'm already doing a lot more than I want to with my current schedule. So that's looking good. And I made her neck a little slimmer, which I like. I don't know. There's something like, have you ever seen those portraits of those older, I guess they had them of princesses and queens at the time. They just made their necks like very thin and very long like that. I don't know, there's something attractive about that. As long as it's not too long.
Yeah.
Like they would make them slightly curved too. Like they would do like this and then like have like a curve slightly, you know.
Giraffe.
Like a giraffe. It's a giraffe. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, like a giraffe. So I kind of like. I've always thought those were really pretty. So long as they weren't too. Like, if it was much more subtle, kind of like this. So I like the way this neck turned up. Oh yeah, that's a nice neck. Yeah. But yeah, working 3 days a week on YouTube stuff, stream for the first half, and then edit YouTube videos and making VODs, videos on demand, making edited versions of my streams. I think that would be cool for my days off of English Pocket. Sorry, my days off of my English teaching job. And then it would be, and then I would do basically what I'm doing now, where I would work until 2:30, and then, yeah, that would be decent. I'd probably make the streams a bit longer on the days that I don't work at my English teaching job. And I wouldn't do afternoon classes. Aw, she's looking cute. Look at that. I like that. That's a cute design. She's serious, but yeah, looking good. I think her eye is a little off, though. I don't know. Yeah. I have a little bit of time before I need to go to work. I think it's the curvature of it.
Kawaii.
Kawaii? Not kawaii, but kawaii, or kawaii. Kawaii. There we go, perfect. Oh, there's my alarm. Okay, I have 10 minutes before I need to go. Which means I need to brush my teeth and different things. That's looking alright, yeah? Yes. I feel like we did a lot done, even though I went on quite a few tangents. I got the hair done, and the hair is a highly detailed thing. Kawaii, ooh, oh, so kawaii, kawaii, so kawaii, kawaii. Yeah, so I did pretty good there. Yeah, looking good, I think. I'll be back tomorrow. I really wanna do more. I wanna get into doing. I wanna actually start drawing the manga. It's been like another 16 streams since we finished writing everything.
Lol, Josh starts speaking gibberish. Lol.
Yeah, I do
You
that.
did a lot today. Smiley face.
Yeah, so really good. Productive day. So even though I whipped out my 3DS for like a solid 10 minutes and talked about programming on a dead handheld by an outdated handheld, you know, I think we did quite a bit despite that. We had a goal, we finished it. I guess next time I'll work on her clothes, or maybe, yeah, probably. So, looking good. Yeah, so far so good. I think body proportion wise, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah.
Even though you went on a tangent, you did a better job of talking and drawing today. Lol. At the same time, I mean.
Oh shucks, thank you. And I think Crazy Cat's tudu-tudus also helped. Of course, they were very, very helpful, very fun. And learning more about Crazy Cat and their crazy stories. And I actually want them to have their own story time sometime. So it might be good. Yeah, very interesting.
Tears of joy, yes.
And in Russia, of all places, there's a war going on in Russia. I just saw protests in Shibuya about people talking about the Russian-Ukrainian stuff. So it's Crazy Cat is an interesting person, right in the middle of all this. So, tudu. Yeah. So, anyway, we got her. I think her head might be a little small. I don't know. I'm not sure. Gangle Boy, you showed up right at the end of the stream. How you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Today we finished the hair.
Make Gangle Boy draw her.
Make Gangle Boy draw. Sorry, Gangle Boy, I'm done. This is it. Sorry, I'm about to head out. Yeah, you came right at the last second, literally. Like I have to go to work, unfortunately. So, but yes, it's good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Yes, I'll see you next time. Let me see.
Have a nice day, Sparkles.
I'm gonna swap this back. Because I flipped it around because of the 3DS. Yeah. But yes, I'll see you guys next time. See you tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not too tired and if I can wake up. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll go ahead and set up the stream for tomorrow. And uh-oh, my chat disappeared. My plushies. They're underneath my blanket. They're cuddling over there. Being very cuddly. They're all squished because I was sleeping on them. That's my poor little bear. He's so squished. Hold on. Like a pizza. There he is.
They were hiding tears of joy.
Yes. And My little
tears of joy.
chainsaw man. He's also a little squishy. Yes. I've been sleeping on them. That's why they're so squished. Whenever I'm sick, I don't pull out my full futon, or whenever I'm just lazy, I do it when I'm lazy too. Look how squished this guy is. I've been using him as a pillow, so he's crying because he's so squished. Just poof him out. There we go, much better. Ah, there we go. Yes, this is the most comfortable one, which is why I use it as a pillow. But yeah, so typically I sleep on my couch. I have a blanket. Yeah, no. You know what they say, if you can make your bed every morning and you come home, at least you can say that you made your bed, right? If you had a non-productive day, and you weren't able to get anything done, if you made your bed, at least you did that, and you can come home to a nice bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You know, why not? I already floofed out my plushes. This is not my bed, it's my couch, but I've been sleeping on my couch. So, on stream, Josh made his bed. His couch, he made his couch. Folding this up. Just gonna plop her down like this. Okay. Usually this guy is actually facing upside down because he's a human. So I'm just gonna...
Yeah, and you streamed today, so at least you did that, Sparkles.
I did do that today. Yes, very good. All right. You know, maybe I should make more videos on the couch, you know, just chilling here. Hey fellas. This is usually open too, but because I was sick and gross and sometimes even naked after taking showers, I closed this and I was just too lazy to open it again. Let's go ahead and open that. You know, let's open these blinds up. Let's make it bright. Huh? Might as well do, this is a chores stream now. I'm doing chores. Not really a chore whenever I'm talking and hanging out. Honestly, that's kind of how I feel. I just kind of do things more. Like, I could do laundry, I could do other things, just if I streamed it and talked with people while I'm doing it, it might be a lot easier. And considering I have, my microphone is a, what's it called? My microphone is connected, it's right here, right? It's, oh, there's a name for it. It's, I don't know. I don't know what kind of microphone, but considering I can walk around and still talk and everything, I think...
That's true, and anything can be a stream.
Yeah, anything can be a stream. By the way, my laundry is over here. It's like right over here. So, it's behind my screen. It's right here. Urgh. Look at this. I need to do my laundry. It's bloated and full, right? So I'll probably be doing that in the afternoon after I get home, which unfortunately means I will have less time to sleep. But if I did YouTube for a living, instead of just working at my English teaching job, I could do that during the stream. That would be nice, you know?
Come chill
I can
while I do laundry. Open mouth smile.
I could also, but probably not. There's certain things I can't do. I can't take a shower on stream. I mean, I guess I could, but I couldn't show it, obviously. But, you know, usually this is actually tucked in too, so. But, yeah, you know, I can play video games on stream, which is what most people do. I can draw on stream, which is what I usually do. Maybe I could shave on stream, just chat while I'm like, you know, by the way, this is a, you know. Yeah, you know, I could make videos on this couch. This could be like Josh's thinking chair, you know, like Blue's Clues. You know how he has his red thinking chair? Of course, I haven't seen Blue's Clues since Joe. and Steve left. But they actually had a reunion recently. So, that was fun. Steve is bald now. That's why he left.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. It's relax time. Technically, I don't have to leave for another 15 minutes. I do gotta brush my teeth, though. Speaking of which, this is on the floor. This is Sudoku. This is what I do before I go to bed. It helps me sleep because I'm not looking at a screen. Sudoku. What do they call Sudoku in Japan? They call it number puzzle. They don't call it Sudoku. They call it number puzzle. And actually, let me show you. I'm going to flip it around again. Hold on. Transform. Flip horizontal. Okay. Here it says nanpure. Nanpure. Number place. Literally, that's what it's called. It's not called Sudoku. It's called number place. I am on number 45.
But Sudoku already sounds so Japanese, loudly crying.
I know, right? Why don't they call it Sudoku? I don't know, but they call it number place here. They don't call it Sudoku. But I found this, so I've completed 45 of these things. Well, some of them okay, so I have an erasable pen. And so, this is one where I didn't actually complete it. I messed it up too much, and I couldn't erase it. Because when I thought I could, but when I tried to erase it, it got really, gross. Yeah, this is one of my first ones. As you can see, I did the little, notes. It didn't erase well. It looks all yucky and junk. Yeah. But after that was last year when I did those. And I was like, okay, this is not working too well. But then I got up to 44. I finished that last night. So now I'm on 45. You know, and this is starting to get into funny looking patterns. So it's like that, yeah. Pretty cool. I like Sudoku a lot. I learned it whenever I was in elementary school, and I've been doing it ever since. And apparently it's good for your brain, you know, just like crossword puzzles. Yes, it's just counting. You know, it's just counting. Yeah, but I keep this on my windowsill.
Sudoku.
Usually. Not on the floor. When it's on the floor, that means I fell asleep while I was doing it. Yeah. A lot of people are beginner at Sudoku. Also, here's another thing. I need to buy a new belt. Look at this belt. Me and my fat butt ripped this apart. It's like stretched. It's like, yeah, that's falling apart. You can really see it on this side. Yeah, it's like hanging on a thread. Ew, that's bad, yeah. So, I need to buy a new belt. Buy a new belt stream, maybe?
One snap away from being pants.
Exactly. So, I'm wearing pants that don't require belts right now, but when I do require a belt, I need one. So let's buy a belt. Let's go on Amazon and purchase a belt. Though I will need to censor my address so I don't get what's it called? What's it called whenever people send the FBI swatted? Would not want to be swatted. All right. I don't know the Japanese equivalent of swatting. Or stalked, yeah.
Don't wanna get stalked, lol. Turu 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 turu.
Crazy cat, good to see you.
Oh yeah, that too. Hey, you're back.
Belt. Actually, I ordered the belt from Amazon before. So. Okay. I'm buying Paper Mario. I'm excited for that. I bought this Lego set for Ben's birthday. This is a Switch bot, which basically lets me say, "Hey Siri, turn off my lamp," and it'll do that.
There are no lights set up.
Sorry. Hey Siri, turn off my lamp. There it goes. See, very cool. This was for cooking to make sure the chicken wasn't undercooked.
Come back, grinning cat.
And yeah, somewhere around here is a belt. So let me look in the 2024. I might have bought it last year though. This is for cooking. I made soup. That was really yummy. This was for me being able to stream, what's it called? Getter Love. That's for my Getter Love stream. I was able to connect it to my computer and I needed a converter box. This allowed me to play both Japanese and American Nintendo 64 games. And this was the screwdriver so I can open up my Nintendo 64. This is my ukulele I purchased in January. So I purchased the other one in 2022. The belt. Oh, this was for Christmas. I did so much for Christmas. I had a little Christmas tree. That was fun. How much time do I have? Okay. I technically have 10 minutes, but I should get going. I need to brush my teeth. Yeah, these are all Christmas presents. This is a Nintendo 64 controller to USB, letting me play on my computer.
Yeah, don't wanna be rushing.
Because
Hey
Siri, turn on my lamp. Because I wanted a Nintendo 64 adapter. I wanted to use an original Nintendo 64 controller when playing games on my Switch, and also whenever I did Ocarina of Time online with one of my friends. I bought Super Mario RPG. That's a fun game. Super Mario Wonder. That's an okay game. It wasn't as fun as RPG, but it's a fun game. It's Mario. I got a steamer. So that's to make my clothes less wrinkly. I'm looking for my belt. This was for Halloween last year. That was fun. This was so that way I can plug in my microphone. What are they called? Oh, what are they called? They're there's a specific name for it. But yes, I have two microphones technically. That's why I'm able to swap them out whenever one dies. Deodorant, mac and cheese. Where's the belt? I know I've ordered a belt at some point. There it is. Yay. Okay, I'm going to hide this now so I don't dox myself, but I'm going to buy it again. Boo-ba-doo-boo, buy it again. Yay.
Yay.
Belts are pretty expensive. Not gonna lie. Oh yes, add the cart, it will be delivered tomorrow. Proceed to checkout. And I like it because it's a reversible belt. And it's an adjustable reversible belt. So I can cut it open to and then adjust where the belt part is. So that way it can be a perfect sized belt. And it's reversible, meaning it's brown and black.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, order placed. I'm getting a belt. Nice. Okay. Let's go back to orders. And there we go. Yes. So as you can see, arriving tomorrow, the belt. And this is arriving when it releases, Paper Mario. I'm excited. Yes, I did so much today. I'm proud of myself.
Productive day already. Open mouth smile.
Yes. But yeah. So I think that's all I'm going to be doing for this stream. I'm going to scooch over a little. Actually, let me flip this back. There we go. I'm much more comfortable over here. If you can see this in reverse, yep, it's backwards. Cool. That means it's correct. But yes, I did a lot today. I purchased the belt. Yeah. I wonder if I can set up a stream. No, I have to stop streaming to do that. I mean, I guess I could do it on youtube.com, but if I want to use the same settings as I used for my other stream, I got to do it through OBS. So, yep, I'll be doing that. And it's, I have 3 minutes before I need to go. So, I'm going to go brush my teeth and I'm going to head out. Thanks for hopping in, Hana. Thanks for hopping in, Crazy Cat. Thanks for hopping in. What was his name? Gangle Boy. Thanks for hopping in, Caleb. And thanks for always supporting me and hanging out. And I'll, you know, hopefully I'll be able to do this more often in the future whenever I am able to monetize. But until then, I'll keep doing my best to not overwork myself, but also be consistent. So, but yeah, whenever I go on vacation or whenever I'm tired or sick, I might just skip streaming, unfortunately. So, but I will do my best to come back tomorrow and at the same time. And yeah, hopefully with that there'll be more viewers, more.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the more viewers means more watch hours. More watch hours means inching closer to that, you know, to that monetization on YouTube, which would be awesome. So, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next stream. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.